Johnny, you and I have talked about, your life as a kid and the struggles that you went through as a child. Um, let's talk about the point in time you decided, you know what? If the doctors can't fix my situation, I'm going to fix it myself because I'm going to make myself bigger, stronger, and faster, and I'm going to kill this disease by my own tenacity to push through it.
Yeah, I, uh, I got really tired of hearing, you might want to get rid of him because he's not going to live long anyway, because the life expectancy, as we just get more constricted and
Get rid of them.
yeah, it was just an issue of they had seen so many people that deteriorate because they don't do anything.
What were they going to? What were they going to get rid of?
Well, they felt that as we get older, we're a little heavier. We don't move as much, and it's very hard for just one person to take care of somebody who's disabled. And if
Oh, put you in a home.
yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, and so because as I lose mobility, I'm more contracted. It's just harder to do things, and so over time, a lot of these kids their flexion contractors increase, so the legs don't stay as pliable. The muscle shortens up because of lack of flexibility, so on and so forth, and so my thought was. I've got to do something because I got so tired of hearing about everything I wasn't going to be.
That's right.
I had to make a decision to, look, no one's going to dictate to me that I'm going to deteriorate. I'm not going to be around, so on and so forth.
You're speaking negative prophetic words over you, and you decided you weren't going to believe it.
Well, I'd like to call them pathetic, not prophetic.
Exactly.
It's because it's not what happens; it's how you respond to what happens. And the thing is that I would see so many parents baby their kids, give them things that didn't help them. I noticed for some
Handicapped kids.
Other disabled kids, because I would go to handicap camp as a little kid, and
It's called handicap.
for kids with disabilities, whether they were blind, they had MS, MD, CP,
Right.
whatever limitations were on them, deaf. It's like I would always assess who had a better attitude and how they responded so much better, and then the negative ones who were always bitter and angry. And you have to make a decision: what type of person do you want to be?
Yeah. And you would try to emulate the people with a contagious good attitude.
I was always drawn to the people that didn't let the circumstances dictate their actions, if you know what I mean.
That's right.
It's I may have this, but mentally I'm somewhere else. Not that they're not aware of what they're going through, but they choose to look at the good.
That's right.
And I think that's so important.
All right. So, what did you decide to do?
I had said to myself, just so we know, and I went through several surgeries to correct the situation, and of course, nothing was really getting any better, and so I had seen a bodybuilding magazine, and so I was so impressed by the bodybuilders I saw that I said, I think I can do this. And that kind of began the journey to I want to apply everything I can learn. So I began to study first. I began to take in data and knowledge, and then my thing was, okay, I'm going to plan to work, and then I'm going to work the plan. Yeah. And so that kind of began I'm going to the gym era of my life, if you will.
Sure. But there was a guy that you talked about on television that was a great inspiration to you.
Jack LaLanne.
Jack LaLanne.
Because I used to watch him when I was a little kid, and I couldn't even hardly sit up. And I could just remember saying, God, if you give me a body that works right, I promise I'll help people. And then years down the line, he had seen some of the things that I had accomplished, and I ended up hanging up on him initially because I thought my friends were joking because I know I love Jack.
What do you mean? He called you?
Yeah, he called me. I was supposed to be on a television show with him, but because I had gotten an infection in my shoulder that they had operated on, so I couldn't be down at my friend's bodybuilding show that he had in Florida, and Jack happened to be there. And we were supposed to spend time together, so that never transpired. But he called me from Florida, so I initially hang up on him. He called me back and said, "Johnny, it's me." And he was with his wife, and they were crying because they saw some of my videos, and,
Oh, wow.
and they were so impressed that they had played a big part in me being desirous of eating the right things, taking care of myself,
It's wonderful.
so I could overcome the disability.
You know, it's kind of funny. That's probably the thing that he set out to do in having his television shows and so forth
Yeah.
and so on.
I think he was a pioneer.
Yeah, he really was. And he was a little bitty guy.
Yeah, a little bitty guy, tiny, yeah.
That's great.
Jack in it, Lane.